it going? So we're here in the Blue Mountain Range of Northeast Oregon as usual, except this time we're on the land for the Dinner Still Needs Cooking farm. That's pretty exciting to me. We've been here since November, but things are really just starting to wake up. It's almost July here, but really we're just kind of coming into like our mid-spring because we're a little higher in elevation, and that means that out of the blue, all of a sudden, there is self-heal coming up all over the property. And that makes me so happy because this plant ally, she is amazing. Now, she's also really common. Most people, and I'm going to pick one of her right quick. Most people think, and let me bring her up to you. Most people think that this lady that they see growing in their yard is an invasive weed, but she's actually native here to the United States as well as like every inch of Europe and all of Asia too. So she's really a plant that has been used by most people's ancestors for a very long time. Not just as a food, but as a really powerful healing ally. Now, she's such a humble little plant, and she is in the mint family, but she doesn't have any smell or taste really. I mean, she has a taste, but she doesn't taste like a mint, you know? And you can tell that by her square stem. When you roll the stem through your fingers, you'll tell that she's got a square stem, but you can look at it too. And now the thing that's really amazing about her is that she is the most well-studied medicinal plant in the world. That's crazy because so many people aren't really using her, but she can do so many things that there are thousands of researchers going at her to figure out why. Why is she helpful for basically repressing every herpes-related virus in the body, including EBV? Why is she helping people who have HIV or AIDS? Why is she helping to cure cancer? Why is she amazing for every skin ailment? Why is she helping with hepatitis and liver issues and just... It's really crazy. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things that she is used for, including a styptic, which means that she helps to stop bleeding, and she's amazing for like skin ulcers. She's amazing for ulcers in your stomach. And other than interacting with like blood thinning medication, she's basically safe for everybody to use on a regular basis. She is a food. Most of our ancestors would have been putting this just in their pot like a stew herb. You know, you're just going to cook her down. I usually like to make her into an oxymel, which is where you're taking vinegar and honey and you're pouring both of those mixed together over your herb and you're letting it sit and you're taking it by the spoonful. But you can also make a tincture. You can also make an infused oil to make a balm or a body oil or whatever you want. You can also just smash it up and make a poultice. She's also really great for inflammation, arthritis, swollen injuries. There's really not a whole lot that this little lady can't do. And she grows everywhere, everywhere. There's nowhere in the United States, there's nowhere in Europe, there's nowhere in Asia that you won't, with a little bit of effort, be able to find her. And the really cool thing is, even though I picked this one, I didn't kill her because they grow from rhizomes, which means that they come back every year. So this patch, I'll be picking a little bit today to make an oxymel. Everything I pick will come back. And in fact, next year it'll be bigger because each one of these ladies is going to shoot off some more roots and make new plants next spring. And this is just a really good introductory plant into herbalism, but also she's everywhere and she does everything. So she's just a really, really amazing ally to begin with. And she's really pretty easy to ID. I'm gonna come over there and show you again. So see how her stem is square there? See that? It's really easy to ID her that way. Almost all mints, well, all mints have a square stem. And just let me trail off here for a second. The only plant that has a square stem, for the most part, that isn't a mint is the vervain family. And she used to be in the mint family, then they took her out. It's a whole thing. But this is in the mint family, and you can see her, it almost looks like little, I don't know if it's clear or if it's not fuzzy or not, but they almost look like little snapdragon mouths, right? And they'll bloom all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. So if you look at different ones down here, they're in different stages of blooming, right? And so some of them will fall off and be past blooming and be done, and then you can see that the little baby blooms are getting ready to come out here, and they are really, really easy to identify. Just look for that square stem. They need to look like they have little snapdragons coming up, and they're going to grow in a little cone shape. I mean, this one is so easy to identify, and generally I don't like to tell people to use plant ID apps because they can just really, you know, cause a person to poison themselves if they miss ID. But this is one that every plant ID app will pick up like that. It won't be hard for it to find at all. So the main thing that I want you to know is that you are absolutely smart enough to get out here and find self-heal or any other plant that you're interested in. You are smart enough to learn, to make, to heal, to take control over how you tend to your body, and you don't need to pay somebody thousands of dollars to learn how to do this, okay? You are smart enough, and the information that you learn is valid without paying for it, all right? So get out there, get into your yard, get out into wherever you can right now. I know things are hard with all the things that are going on, but you can still go outside and find these things. Even if it's somewhere that maybe isn't safe to harvest from because there's, like, you know, a lot of dogs and chemicals, you can still go out there and find these plants and spend time with them and learn about them and see them. And then as you're able to go out to more places, you'll be able to gather them. So if you like what I'm doing here, if you like my videos, if you like my random who I am as a person, make sure to come find me on Instagram, or if you're on Instagram, come find me on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all these things really help get this information out there and help more people realize that they're smart enough to do this too. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!